Hi, it's Paul from Hench Herbivore. Today we're talking about where you get your protein on a vegan diet. Probably the number one question that really is a pain in my neck. So there's a big misconception that we need to eat animal products in order to get adequate protein. You know, meat, eggs, fish, dairy. But the truth of the matter is anything that's been alive has got amino acids, you know, by definition. So if you're eating a whole foods, plant-based diet, as I recommend, you know, you'd be hard pressed not to eat adequate protein. Yesterday, for instance, I ate 75% of my diet was fruit. I ate some veg, a little bit of rice, a small amount of seeds, and that gave me 110 grams of protein without even trying. You know, I didn't emphasize the more protein rich foods, but I got 110 grams of protein just there. All the essential amino acids, you know, were several times the RDA, so the quality was perfect. In fact, for instance, the protein in brown rice has a 98% correlation with human breast milk. So, you know, all this fallacy of the amino acids are lacking, it is just that, a fallacy. Another thing people don't realise is that by the time protein enters your bloodstream, it's been broken down in your gastrointestinal tract into its constituent amino acids. So once it's actually medically inside your body, in your bloodstream, your body doesn't know whether it came from animal or from plant, so it makes no difference. Total protein requirements are often seriously overstated. And I think this comes from like the meat and dairy industry. You know, the supplement companies wanting to sell us more protein powders, and it can come down from bodybuilding experts who, you know, just bro science. They've just added in more and more protein, probably more and more performance enhancing drugs as well, and they just think, oh, more protein the better. But modern science, you know, the modern studies, people, real world coaches with coaching the top athletes like Olympians, like they now say per kilo of lean body weight you need about 1 to 1.6 grams of protein maximum per day. So for instance, for me that's about 100 to 160 grams of protein. Before, you know, when I was omnivorous, I just listened to the general mainstream advice, and I went up to like 500 grams of animal protein, and it didn't boost my performance. It cost me a lot more money, and you know, you're half the day, I used to joke, like you're half the day preparing, eating food, and then on the toilet trying to get it out because, you know, there's no fibre in meat. And yeah, so now I have 160 grams of plant protein instead of 500 grams of animal, and I gain just as well. For a hard training athlete, if you want to add in some extra protein without getting lots of fat and carbs with it, you can use a protein powder, much the same as any other person. Myself, I've used soya, hemp, pea, brown rice. They're all awesome. And while I think of it, the thing of soya protein and estrogen, you know, one study came out a couple of years ago and it suggested maybe the phytoestrogens in soya might be bad for us and make guys grow boobs and things like this. But every study before and since then has proven like it just is not the case, and I know many athletes and myself using it and no problem at all. A phytoestrogen is a very weak mimic of estrogen. You know, if you're worried about that truly, surely milk with actual real estrogen in it, you know, that's the thing you should be avoiding. So in summary, there's no reason not to go vegan if you're an athlete. Some of the top athletes in the world are vegan, and rather than finding it's a detriment, they're finding actually it's a benefit to them. You know, they're like the nutrition, their diet is now alkaline, so they're recovering better. They've not got lots of meat sitting in their digestive tract for days, like weighing them down. You know, they're faster. Yeah, so go vegan. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Tell me what you think.
Hi, it's Paul from Hench Herbivore. Today we're talking about where do you get your protein?